like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey.
Hey guys, and welcome back to otro episodio con Yasmin Aguirre. And yes, we have a different background. We are not using the colored backdrops right now because first of all, I barely bought some new ones. Second of all, I've been trying to play around with my lights and my camera settings, and it's a whole thing that I just haven't gotten used to, and I'm still playing around with them, you know, trying to give you guys better quality videos. So this is why we're filming in front of my couch, and if you've been with me from my first videos, then you know that this is where I used to film in the beginning, which if you ask me, I personally really love this background. I think this is really good lighting, I think this is good camera quality, and I think this is a great background. But for the purpose of my makeup videos, I think they look really nice with a just simple background because it focuses more on the makeup. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyways, until I figure that out, until I get to a place where I'm content with the backdrops, this is what we're going to be using, and this is where we're going to be filming. So let me already shut up because I've already talked too much, and that was not even part of the video. That's a whole different thing. If you've already seen the title or the thumbnail, then you know that we are here because we will be doing a look with the James Charles with the James Charles palette, and this is what it looks like. If you don't have it, I'm so sorry, but if you do have it, then you already know what it looks like. But this is why I'm here, because if you don't have it, I'm going to show you what it looks like in the inside, and how you can use it so that when it's back in stock, you can go purchase it. And I know, why am I even reviewing a product that's not even available anymore? But I know it's going to be back in stock soon, so I'm getting you prepared, so when that moment happens, you can go out and purchase it yourself. But anyways, let me shut up because I've already talked a lot, and this is a really long intro. So if you want to see how I create not one but two looks, then you go ahead and you keep on watching. And I didn't mention, but one is going to be colorful and one is going to be like a soft glam. So again, if you want to go ahead and see those, then but before we get into the zoom in and we get into the first eye look, I just quickly wanted to show you what the palette looks like in the inside. This is what it looks like right here. I am so excited, and I absolutely love this palette theme. I love how it's this black, clean, matte color, and then the Morphe times James Charles is this glossy, you guys see that? I know y'all see that. This glossy print. It makes it look so elegant, so clean, so beautiful. Something that I would definitely love myself. And of course, if you open up the palette, then it says unleash your inner artist right at the top right there in glossy letters as well. And then you have the palette, of course. And then you have this little plastic cover that has the names of the shadows. Since this is a review, and since this is my impression on this palette, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it completely. And this is not a James Charles thing in particular, because I love him and I love this palette. Like I mentioned, I've already used it. But with all palettes that have the names on these little plastic things, one, I really do appreciate you for taking the time to at least include some names. Thank you. But two, like, you guys have space here. Why don't you guys just add the names to the palette? Like, it makes it so much easier, because you know that eventually I'm gonna lose this, and then I'm not gonna remember the names, and it's gonna be a whole thing. And I know myself, okay? I already know that I'm gonna lose it. So like, you had some space here. Why didn't you add them here? But again, I'm not here to judge. You're the one with the palette, not me. You're the one that went through the process, so I'm pretty sure there was a perfectly explainable reason on why you didn't add the names. But again, thank you for adding them here. And yeah, so the names are here, and then look at these beautiful freaking colors. This palette has everything, literally. It has these transition shades right here. Let me try to include the whole palette. We have these transition shades right here, and they're big pots, like big pans. And then we have different color sections. So we have greens and yellows, blues, purples, pinks, and then some transition like nudes. some oranges, and some browns and burgundies over here. You literally have everything. So let's go ahead and dig into the palette. So for the first look, I will be doing something very unleashing my inner artist. You guys know that I've done rainbow looks in videos before, and then if you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I like to do a lot of color and creative looks. But so this is something not very new for me, but I would love to use a new palette other than my 35B palette, which is my favorite Morphe colorful palette, or my favorite colorful palette in general. So it's gonna be very exciting to be using something new. Ya sé, I've been talking too freaking much in this video, so let's zoom in, let me scare you real quick, and let's get to the first eye. Be right back. Oh, too close and too personal, but it's okay because I'm gonna show you how to recreate this look right here, all using the James Charles palette. So from the few reviews that I did see on this palette, I did hear that using an eyeshadow primer is the best way to go. If you guys watch my videos and you know how I do my looks, then you know that I always just use my concealer. But for the purpose of using this palette and getting the best results from it, then I think I'm gonna go ahead and add this primer. And if you don't know, I'm using Lush's Angel Eyes. We're gonna go ahead and get it on the lid and buff it out. Just like that. And if you're gonna do your face makeup like I did, if you're gonna do it first, make sure you have some powder under your eye. That way if you get any fallout, you can just swipe it off. We're gonna step into the colors right away. We will be taking Morphe M514, and we will be taking Social Blade. And we're gonna start that off in the inner corner. This is just going from the inner corner all the way to like 1/4 of the eye. So just like with any palette, I like to pack on the color until it gets to the pigmentation that I want, even if it's already pigmented. And I just want to let you guys know that from what I'm experiencing right now, it is very pigmented. I just want to go ahead and make sure that I build it up to where I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and take Playground, which is this very turquoise color here, and we're gonna set that in the center, so in the middle of the crease. And we're also packing that on. I am overlapping it onto the green, which was Social Blade, and I'm just dragging it out a little bit more. Taking the same brush again, we are gonna go a row down, and we're taking Cola, and this is a darker blue, and we're taking that on the outer corner of the crease line. So as you can see, it's basically 1/3 of Social Blade, 1/3 of Playground, and then 1/3 of Cola. And we are overlapping once again. You see that? We're not gonna drag it out, we're not gonna drag it up, we're gonna keep it in this area right here and lightly buffing and blending these colors. Now going in with Playground, we are blending those two colors together because we want them, you see right here, it's very harsh, you want those colors to blend. Same brush once again, M514, just with a different color. We're digging into Escape. Oh, my little hairs. And we're gonna bring that right below Cola, which was that blue, and we're applying it on the outer lid. And you're packing that on. So you pack on and then you lightly blend again. Finally changing our brush, we are taking Morphe M433, and we are taking Love That, which is this fuchsia pink right here. And now we're gonna use this color to kind of pack it on at the corner and dragging it out into a V shape. now we are done, and even though it looks like a complete mess, it is. But we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease anyways, and we are using my favorite Morphe M167. We're taking some of the primer because you want to remember that it works better with a primer, and we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease only halfway until we meet the purple. As you can see, we have cut the crease, and now we're gonna go ahead and take flashback, and we are going to try to set that area that we just cleaned up with concealer. Going back in with that purple, we want to make sure that this looks very well blended. That way you can't see exactly where you cut the crease. Now we also want to go back in with Cola and blend the top right here. Also to cover that end right here before we cut the crease. Off the color on this look, we are taking Morphe M507, and we're taking the shade B, which is this yellow. And we're going to go ahead and bring it right above the green, which was Social Blade. And we're bringing that right above just to kind of blend it out and give it some of that yellow that we missed, because we have all these colors but we don't have yellow. So now I am taking NYX Vivid Brights, and we are taking the shade Yellow. You see, and if you're not careful, you kind of get this thick line, thin line over here, thick over here. That's kind of what I wanted to avoid, but so that I could get this camera angle, it definitely didn't go as planned, so I'm going to try and fix that really quick. So just to finish off this look, we are taking a little flat brush like this, and we're going to go ahead and take Love That, which is the one we added on the outer corner, and we're going to sweep that right on our lash line. You know, just to make that lash line pop. Ooh. And just to top off this look, now even though this color that I'm using here is not necessarily from the James Charles palette, I feel like it completes this look, and we're going into our Naked Cosmetics. And this is just the Naked Cosmetics Holographic Highlighter Collection. You already know this is one of my favorites, and we're taking this green right here. Now we're simply taking our M507 pencil brush to add that color into the center. So just right here. And the reason, look at that pop. And the reason I added green is simply because the last color right here is green. Alright guys, that finishes up the eye part of the video. Let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the face really quick, just so that we can come back and recap on this dramatic look. Now for the lips, I am taking this Essence lip liner right here. This is in the shade Satin Mauve. It does have a little bit of a pink tint, which is what I'm going for since I do have some of that pink in my eyes. I wanted to be even more vibrant with a pink lip. Because for the rest, we will be using Less Chocolates from Infallible. It's just this nude lip right here, and we're going to go ahead and take that in the center. And that is the final look for the dramatic look using the James James Charles palette. Yes, like I mentioned, this was the colorful creative side of using the James Charles palette. If you want to see something a little bit more toned down and something that you can definitely wear out, then you go ahead and you keep on watching, because that's going to be right up next, right here, like in the same video. But of course you can definitely wear this out as well. Nobody's gonna judge you, but I know not everybody wants to go out with the freaking rainbow on their eyes. If you are one of those persons, then honey, you go ahead and you do you. But if you're not, then you go ahead and you keep on watching. For this look, we are also going in with the eyeshadow primer. Again, Luscious Angels. We're gonna go ahead and take that all over the base. Leave me alone, dude. I just started filming. I love you. Okay, love you, bye. They just don't support my career. They don't want me to be famous. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and set the eye. Taking our beauty blender. Start off with this look, we are going in with Morphe M433, and we are taking shadows 518 and Code James, and that's gonna go on our outer crease. We are bringing that 2/3 of the way in and just packing. Now, do you see this orange pigmentation on here? I just want to make you aware that 518 is a lot brighter, but since I am mixing it with Code James, it's giving me more of this burnt orange, and that's what we're going for. Now that we have that color, we are taking Morphe M514. We're digging into Boutique, which is this mauve burgundy color here. We are going to go ahead and apply that just on the outer corner of the lid. So you want to make sure you stamp it on there first, and then we'll drag it into the crease. Back in with Code James only, and dragging out that orange a little further out. Now with this brush that's a little bit more precise, we are taking the color Benny. With Benny, you want to apply it on the outer corner of the lash line. And we're doing a sideways V. So we are bringing it up to the crease. So in a sideways V shape. And we are blending. And we blend. Now we go back in with Boutique and just blend. I think that I am content with what we have going on here. So now in the first half of the eye, so the first half of the lid, all of this empty space, we are going to go ahead and we are taking Wig. Love Wig because it's this very nice yellowy shimmer. Oh, can you see on them right now? So gross. But it's this little yellow gold here. We are going to apply that with our finger to the inner part of the eye. Now, since my nail doesn't really allow me to get all the way in the inner corner, I'm taking this smaller, flatter brush, and we are going to take that same shade Wig, and we are just bringing it into the inner corner. And then one last time, we are buffing in the color Boutique, the shade Boutique, to make sure everything is seamless. To finish off this eye look, we are going to take our pencil brush, which is Morphe M507, and we are digging into the color Face. We are taking Face, which is this shimmery champagne color, and we're just going to go ahead and pop that in the inner corner. You you guys see how vibrant that inner corner is now? Alright guys, so to finish off look number 2, we are quickly gonna put on some highlight and some lipstick. Now for the lipstick, I do want to go with a nude in comparison to the colorful look, because I mean, just look at this eye. It's very soft. It's very soft and very warm tone. So we're gonna go ahead and do a dark lip liner and then a nude lipstick, which you guys already know is my signature look. That's like what I like to do. So I am not going to be doing a liner. I'm actually going to be taking MILANI, and this is in the color COVET. COVET. Is that right? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, it is in the color COVET. And we are going to go ahead and take this. I like to just use the applicator to do it, but if you want to be more precise and more clean and more, you know, in the line, then go ahead and take like a lip brush. But I'm not going to go ahead and do all that extraness. Make sure, again, just the outside, just the line, just line it up. Now that we have that lined up, we are taking less chocolates, again, from Infallible, which is the one that I used in the previous look. And we're going to take this color to put it all over the rest of the lip. And now to highlight our face, we are taking that color from the James Charles palette, which was Face. The one that we used in our inner corner. We're going to take it on the tip of our nose and then on our cheeks. Alright, so that brings us to the end of look number 2. Hope you enjoyed both the first and the second look. I really just wanted to bring in a video where I used this palette in different ways. So I was planning on doing maybe a few different colorful looks, but I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. And I know that a lot of people really wanted to get their hands on this palette right here. And I think it's a great palette for beginners. Just like I've mentioned with the Dare to Create palette, also from Morphe, that looks, you know, that has the same like format of this. That one is a great beginner's palette because it has all those different shades that you can use. It has everything that you need. So this James Charles palette is maybe like that next palette that you would get if you're a beginner, because it includes all those bright colors, but it also gives you the options to do a soft, you know, more like a soft glam look like this one right here. This is something that I would definitely wear on the daily basis or out or like anywhere. But then again, if you know me, I would wear the colorful look as well. But for my audience out there who doesn't like a rainbow eye, just to go to the movies or to eat or grocery shopping or whatever the hell it is that you do, this is something that you can definitely create using the James Charles palette. So just to wrap it up and give you my final thoughts on this palette, like I said, this is not the first time that I use it because I had filmed this video before. I have to say that both of the times that I've used it, I absolutely love it. You know, both of the times that I've used it, I've done the same looks. But I can't wait to keep playing with this palette to do different looks for you, to create more colorful looks, more soft looks, giving you more options that you can do with this palette. But for $39, which is what this costs, for $39, you're getting so much. You're getting... Oh my god, I'm just getting my hands all over it. Yeah, I already messed it up right here. I stabbed it, I know. Nothing new, but it has so much. For $39, you are getting a lot. You're getting good quality, you're getting pigmentation, you're getting the whole rainbow, and you're getting these big pans of transition colors. What else can you ask for, honestly? Like, Morphe has amazing products, and this is not sponsored, but if it was, you know, but it's not, obviously. This is just my opinion because Morphe is my go-to. This is what I love. And just look at that. And look at these colors. They're so cute. Like, I just want to, you know, I just want to keep playing with them. But yeah, this is like the end of this video because this is actually day 2 of me filming. The colorful look, I did it last night and then I was just like tired and I had to work the next day. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film the rest today. which that's what I'm doing. So I am just kind of glad it's over, but I just want to tell you, and I want to leave you with this here. Let's take a moment to appreciate it and just take it in. Just take it in. If you have this palette, if you were able to get your hands on it, because I know it sold out fast. Oh, like, because it did sell out fast. But if you were able to get your hands on it and you just really didn't know how to use it or what to do first, make sure you check out this video. Maybe recreate some of these looks. I don't freaking know. If you have me on Facebook, then you had already seen this sneak peek of this look already. If you're not following me on Facebook, then what are you doing? Like, what are you doing right now? What are you doing? Go add me. I'm gonna add my Facebook, my Snapchat. You already know it's at the end of the video as well. But if you were able to make it through both parts, so the colorful and the soft glam, if you were able to make it through both parts, thank you so much. You are a true supporter and a true bestie, and I appreciate you so much for that. If you share, if you comment on my pictures, if you watch these videos, then you are the realest, the bestest, my bestest friend, and I appreciate you so much for that. And if you don't, I can't even look at you right now. Like, can't even look at you. But make sure that if you're watching, just hit the subscribe button. Like, even if you don't really like my videos, like, just click on it, please. Help a girl out. Click on the subscribe button. If you want, click on the notification bell so you get so that you can get notified when I post. Thank you, and see you next time on the next video.
Like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I